Welcome everyone. I first want to thank Miss Wanda for inviting me to be here with you all today. I love every single one of my appearances. I have an opportunity to travel the state and meet the wonderful people of Mississippi from the top to the bottom. And the experiences that I get this year and the experiences that I've had in these last 4 months have taught me so much about myself. I feel that I have grown so much as a person and as an individual. And as a young woman, I've learned to appreciate womanhood for what it is and learned to embrace so many things about myself that I guess I felt inferior about before. And so this title has given me so much, and I'm trying to use every single day of my year to give back and use the clout that I have right now. I love what this event is promoting. It's all about health, and as you heard, health is a top priority in my life. And so I want to commend you all for being here today. It takes a lot to have that initiative and take that time out for yourselves. But I believe that that is something that God intended for us all. And so in saying that, I would just like to share with you a little piece of scripture. It is from John 10:10, and Jesus says, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." Now, there are many different definitions of a full life. And I believe that one of those is taking the time out to properly care for our bodies and nourish our bodies. And so I encourage you to continue to seek out what is best for you. And don't do it just for yourself, but also for your loved ones. So I'll get off my soapbox now. I was actually asked to speak a little bit about myself and my experiences as Miss Mississippi. And so I just want to tell you a little bit about my platform. As she said, it's a focus on diabetes. And the significance of that is that my mother is a diagnosed type 2 diabetic and has been for about 9.5 years. And she is one of 8 siblings, 7 of whom also have the disease. And I just lost my grandmother last December due to complications with the disease at a very young age. She was only 63 years old, but had suffered with the disease for decades. And so it hits very close to home. And something else that I am able to do is work with the Diabetes Foundation of Mississippi to work for that and work for treatments and cures and work for not just type 2s but also type 1s. I get to work with all of the diabetic kids within our state that are registered under the foundation. I get to mentor them at camps, speak to them before school on preparations and how their teachers and bus drivers should handle their complications. I have done many different fundraiser golf tournaments and walks. And so all of this is raising money, and it's also a great moment for the kids to actually get to interact with each other and see how the other kids are dealing with their complications. So, like I said, I'm really trying to use this year for everything that I have, all of the different muscle power that I have. And so right now I'm working on this project called Halloween Heroes. And some of you may know what I'm talking about. My mom has been collecting at the different elementary and middle schools in D'Iberville, collecting sugar-free candy that I'm actually going to package up this weekend and ship out to all of the different kids registered in the state, because they are not allowed to enjoy Halloween and the holidays as many of us are. They can't indulge in their goodie bags and all of their treats. So that's just a little message from me, encouraging them to maintain a healthy lifestyle, but they can still also have that indulgence and enjoy their holidays. Hopefully I'll have a November project for National Diabetes Month and a Christmas project. So if you hear anything about that, I would really appreciate your help. Recent and upcoming. Everyone always asks me, what have you been doing, what have you been up to, and what's coming up? So just to give you a little insight, like I said, I've been doing many walks. I actually did a juvenile diabetes research walk this weekend, and that very same night in the same city, I was a speaker at a beauty and beau pageant. And what was so funny is one of the girls who was in the pageant was a diabetic, and she, along with all of her friends that were also competing, saw me at the walk that day. So it's just a small world, and it's funny how that works out. I just met at eFitness with all of their e-kids and had a great talk with them about health. And let me tell you, those kids were so smart. I would ask them what their favorite foods were, and I think they were just showing off, but they were like, broccoli, fruit, everything they could think of, they were throwing it out there. So I commended them for that. I'm also going to be speaking at different schools, doing this program called Right Decisions Right Now. I'm supposed to be doing at least 20 schools. But if you want your school, if any of you work at a school or your children and you'd like me to come speak there, see me here today, and I will get you my business manager's phone number. And we are still, I think, have a good 15 or something schools open. So even if I don't get to it this year, after Miss America in January, I'll be able to continue booking those schools. So just something to think about.